हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हो आप। वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल मैथ्स पीरियड। आई एम किरण मैम एंड वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद एक्सरसाइज 3.1 chapter number 3 understanding quadrilaterals NCERT standard 8. First question is given. Here are some figures. Classify each of them on the basis of following. We are given here 8 figures. We have to classify them as simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex polygon, concave polygon. So the first one is simple curve. What is a simple curve? A curve that does not cross itself is known as a simple curve. So before that we need to know what is a curve. Any drawing done without lifting pencil is known as a curve. So let us check. First one can be drawn without lifting pencil and it is not crossing itself. So it is simple curve. Similarly, second one can be drawn without lifting pencil and it is not crossing itself. Third one, it is a combination of two circles. If we draw inner circle, obviously to draw the outer circle we have to lift the pencil, hence it is not a simple curve. Fourth one, the figure is crossing itself, so it is not a simple curve. Fifth one, we can draw without lifting pencil and it is not crossing itself. Similarly, sixth one, it is not crossing itself and we can draw it without lifting pencil. Then seventh one, it can also be drawn without lifting pencil and the figure is not crossing itself. Next, eighth one, here two circles are connected with a line segment, so this is not a simple curve. Next, simple closed curve. Simple curve which is closed. So first one is simple as well as closed. Similarly, second one simple and closed. Third one not simple. Fourth one not simple. Fifth one simple and closed. Sixth one simple and closed. Seventh one simple and closed. Next, number 3, polygon. What is a polygon? A simple closed curve made up of only line segments. So first one is simple closed curve and it is made up of only line segments. So it is a polygon. Similarly, second one simple closed curve and it is made up of only line segments. Third one not simple. Fourth one not simple. Fifth one is simple closed but not made up of line segment. Similarly, sixth one simple and closed but not made up of only line segment. Seventh one simple and closed but not made up of only line segment. Eighth one not simple. Now, convex polygon. What is a convex polygon? A polygon in which all the angles are less than 180 degree and all the diagonals lie in the interior of the polygon is called a convex polygon. So let us check. Here these four angles are less than 180 degree but this angle is greater than 180 degree and one of its diagonal is lying outside. So this figure, this polygon is not a convex polygon. So we'll check the second one. All the four angles are less than 180 degree and both the diagonals are in the interior of the figure. So the second one is a convex polygon and first one is a concave polygon. What is a concave polygon? In which at least one angle is greater than 180 degree and one of its diagonal is lying outside the polygon. So this is the concave polygon. Now, question number 2 of exercise 3.1. The question is, how many diagonals does each of the following have? Number 1, a convex quadrilateral. Number 2, a regular hexagon. Number 3, a triangle. We'll start with A part. So we know that number of sides in a convex quadrilateral is n is equal to 4. Therefore, number of diagonals we know that number of diagonals in a polygon is given by the formula n into n minus 3 upon 2. So here n is 4. So we can write 4 into 4 minus 3 upon 2. That is 4 into 1 upon 2. After cancellation we get 2. Hence the number of diagonals in a convex quadrilateral is 2. Now the alternate method is we can draw a convex quadrilateral ABCD. Now what are the diagonals? Diagonals are the line segments which join the non-adjacent vertices of a polygon. So here AC and BD are the diagonals. So answer is 2 diagonals. Now B part of question number 2. Here we have to find the number of diagonals in a regular hexagon. We know that number of sides in a hexagon is 6. Therefore, number of diagonals, we know the formula, it is n into n minus 3 upon 2. Here n is 6, so it is 6 into 6 minus 3 upon 2. So we'll get 6 into 3 upon 2. After cancellation we get 9. So the answer is a regular hexagon has 9 diagonals. Now we will check by drawing. Here ABCDEF is a regular hexagon. We'll draw the diagonals. Now let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 diagonals. In both the cases, we'll get the same answer. Now, C part of question number 2. Here we have to find the number of diagonals in a triangle. We know that the number of sides in a triangle is 3. Therefore, number of diagonals is given by n into n minus 3 upon 2. So it is 3 into 3 minus 3 upon 2, that is 3 into 0 upon 2. So we get 0. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. So a triangle has no diagonal. Now we will check by drawing. Here ABC is a triangle. A and B are adjacent vertices. Similarly, A and C are also adjacent vertices, and B and C are also adjacent vertices. So in a triangle there are no non-adjacent vertices, so we cannot draw any diagonal in a triangle. Hence the answer is no diagonal. In both the cases, we'll get the same answer. We have calculated the number of diagonals in different polygons using two methods. Number one, formula method. Number two, drawing method. Drawing method is easy in case of polygons with lesser number of sides, but if a polygon has more number of sides, then it is convenient, it is easy to use formula method, because it is difficult to find the number of and count the number of diagonals in a polygon with more number of sides. Question number 3 of exercise 3.1. The question is, what is the sum of the measures of the angles of a convex quadrilateral? Will the property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Make a non-convex quadrilateral and try. Here we have a convex quadrilateral ABCD. Now we will divide this quadrilateral into two parts. We get two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle ACD. Here angle A has been divided into two parts, and similarly angle C has been divided into two parts. We'll name them as 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, angle A is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2, and angle C is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Now, in triangle ABC, angle 1 plus angle 3 plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle. Now in triangle ACD, angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Same angle sum property of triangle. Now adding first and second. Why we are adding? Because this quadrilateral ABCD is made up of these two triangles. Now we'll write angle 1 and 2 together, and angle 3 and 4 together. Angle 1 and 2 together make angle A. Angle 3 and 4 together make angle C. Now here we have proved that sum of all the four angles of a convex quadrilateral is 360 degree. Now let us take another quadrilateral PQRS, which is not a convex quadrilateral. Now we will divide this quadrilateral into two parts. We get two triangles. triangle PQR and triangle PRS. Here angle P has been divided into two parts, and similarly angle R also has been divided into two parts. We'll name them as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. Therefore, angle P is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2 and angle R is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Now in triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, angle 1 plus angle 3 plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree, angle sum property of triangle. Now in triangle PRS, angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle S is equal to 180 degrees, same angle sum property of triangle. Now adding 1 and 2 we get now we'll write angle 1 and 2 together and angle 3 and 4 together. Angle 1 and 2 together make angle P. Angle 3 and 4 together make angle R. So here also we have proved that sum of all the four angles in a non-convex quadrilateral is also 360 degree. This is what we wanted to prove.